Do I need to learn the Arabic language in order to understand the Quran? Simple answer, yes. And let me explain why. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose to reveal the Quran to the Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam, He chose to do it in the Arabic language. Now there are many wisdoms as to why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose this language over other languages. But the mere fact that He chose it is enough for me and you to know that if we want to truly connect with Allah and we truly want to understand His words subhanahu wa ta'ala, then learning the Arabic language is going to be a huge part of this. And that's really because of the fact that when you translate things from one language to another, there are many nuances that are missed out. And I can give you a very simple example. In the Quran, you find simple words like the word taqwa that's used all over the place. But a lot of us, when we just translate the word taqwa, we translate it to mean God consciousness or righteousness or piety. But the word taqwa is actually much more than that. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the fact that He has obligated for us to fast in the month of Ramadan so that we can attain taqwa, what does that really mean? And just to give you a brief explanation, the word taqwa basically comes from the Arabic word which is al-wiqaya, and the al-wiqaya basically means a shield. And so when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that He wants us to attain taqwa, He means that He wants us to basically place a shield or a sort of barrier between us and the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And how does a person attain that shield and attain that barrier that protects themselves from the punishment and the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? It's by doing that which is obligated and staying away from that which is haram. And so taqwa basically means that you protect yourself from the punishment and the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by doing that which is obligated upon you and staying away from that which is not permissible. And so to answer that question once more, do you need to learn the Arabic language in order to understand the Quran? Yes, of course.